Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new video. And today, for the people which are new from the leak video and you're like, but Raging, you were wrong, why are you still talking about it? Well, today I want to dive into why exactly the leaks were wrong, or at least the date was wrong, but somehow the tanks were still real. And today I want to talk about this whole thing and, well, if other companies also tend to do an intentional little leak. And this is our topic today, and as you might know, we are going to talk about not this, but this leak right here by Quibote, or Quibote, I'm not entirely sure. He's from the Spanish forum. This is also at the moment is Google translated, and Google translation usually does a pretty decent job. And he's apparently information officer and is not really that unknown in the forum because he did a pretty decent job at doing a lot of those comments. So, why exactly do I think that those leaks are legit? I talked about it yesterday and I want to talk, just point it out quickly again. Yesterday, he wrote at 11:17 a.m. and edited it at 11:18 a.m. that the Sexton and the FV will be released on the 25th of May. And he already knew that the Sexton will come. But that the FV will come out of nowhere was really surprising, actually. Like, to be honest, I thought that this was really out of nowhere. First of all, if we just think back at 12 o'clock yesterday, you would never really think about the FV183 being sold for 23 mil. Like, I was always thinking, yeah, the 183, the Foch 155, the 215B, they all will be sold for bonds, maybe 4,000, maybe 6,000 bonds as soon as the bond shop come out. So, just completely out of nowhere, well, predicting that is really impressive. And this is also why I was thinking that this is kind of legit as well, with the statement of a Wargaming volunteer email which said that on the 26th a very rare tank will be sold. And this would be true for both those tanks, for the Panzer V4, even though it's written wrong here, and the Panzerkampfwagen 2J, Ausführung J, excuse me. So, this is exactly why I was thinking this leak is pretty darn legit. And right now we came into a little pickle. The tanks which we got today were the Alpine Tiger, which by the way hilariously sold so bad because it was still completely overpriced for being just a WZ-111, which is actually not that good of a heavy tank in my personal opinion, and the Canal in Action X. So both tanks were on the list, but not in a correct order. And that was really striking. Hey, what happened there? And once again, my game crashed because of video card error. It starts to be slightly annoying. I'm sorry for that, guys. As long as the recording still works, I'm happy. So, right now I want to talk about 4 points, I think, which lead to that leak. And I am actually pretty confident in saying that Wargaming made this leak intentional. Why exactly do I think it was intentional? Again, this is what we're going to talk about in those 4 things. First things first, I was included. I generated hype. My English as well as my German video got way more views than anything else. It got traction in the forums, it got tractions on websites like the Armor Patrol and Facebook. So that is really helping into the favor of World of Tanks or Wargaming as a company, because they could say, bam, look, we gave them a little leak, and look at that. Oh my god, they all get up early. They want to get this tank. They set alarm clocks, like I do because I'm actually retarded, and so on and so on. And everybody generates hype, and maybe even old players come back because they might get a chance on getting a Type 59 gold. Maybe a chance of the Panzerkampfwagen 5-4, which is an incredible strong and powerful machine. And, well, borderline broken overpowered, not just overpowered. So this generates incredible amounts of hype. And this can make players really push back into the game and maybe even pre-buying gold to be on the safe side, like I did because I'm a retard. And that is my first point. The second point is discrediting this leak but still keeping the hype alive. It is kind of stupid to not sell something really, really cool today, even though Alpine Tiger was a complete joke, by the way, again, as already said. The Carnarvon Action X actually sold very, very well for, what is it, 9 million? I think it was 9,020,000. And if I'm not mistaken, it took around 5 minutes to be sold out completely. And there's also a little bit problem, but they're going to fix that. That's just a little problem right here. Yeah, in 9,015,000 tier 8 premium heavy tanks, and they were gone in 2 minutes and 36 seconds on the NA server. So, they didn't discredit that leak. Everything so far was true, except the follow or the order was wrong. So we still are hyped for those rare tanks, as well as something like the Foch 155, or the Hydrostadt, or the Panzer II J. Third point, in my opinion, is that they are generating suspense. And again, because I'm a retard, I get up at 6 or 10, 5:45 to get enough time to wake up and get my computer up and running and try to get a tank which will be sold on 6 a.m. So yes, I am that retarded, and again, this is still suspense because right now we are in a state of belief. We know 2 tanks, different order, they were correct. So we still think, dude, we can get some of those amazingly overpowered or amazingly cool looking tanks. So we're still in suspense right there. And lastly, as my fourth point, yes, like one thing which I already mentioned is that after the problems with the Type 59 Gold for a lot of players, that the premium shop just went down. Again, a lot of people, most likely I'm included, because as I already said, I'm retarded, bought gold again in anticipation of those tanks. So if they come, we don't know how expensive they will be, but if they come, that we do not have to go into the premium shop and buy those tanks. And well, now we still don't know if this is correct or not, if those tanks will come or not. The problem is, and as sad as it sounds, Wargaming right now is dangling a little carrot in front of our face. It is with Frontline, it is with ranked battles, and right now here. They're dangling a little carrot in front of our nose and like, come get it. Come on, come and get it. Look. This could be something you really, really want. Really, really, really want. And you can get it. You just have to get up early and maybe spend more money. This is basically what I think right now happens in World of Tanks. So is this something new or unique to this business sector? Obviously not, hence I already said that, and you might saw it already up here, how Apple unofficially leaks information. Obviously, I went a little bit, this is an older article at 2010. So it might be not the most accurate anymore, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of firms still tend to do intentional leaks. I'm pretty sure the leak of the Samsung Galaxy Fold was intentional because it can rally up buyers, or especially most important, the people which buy their stocks, to invest in Samsung. Like, damn, they have a foldable phone. Frick. If this will be a hit, we have to buy their stock. And this is also what in this article, which is, in fact, still very, very interesting. They have Apple Gestapo, which is basically like the Apple Nazis, which are looking at everything and hunt down leakers. But sometimes, and one of this former Apple marketing manager describes, some employees are instructed to engage a controlled leak. And I am very certain that this will be this is an intentional or a controlled leak. Not only did only he got the information, dear old Putin, but it was also only put in the Spanish forums for beginning. And after that, it spread like a wildfire. So now I want to quote what is standing here. The way it works is that a senior executive will come in and say, we need to release this specific information. John, do you have a trusted friend at a major outlet? If so, call him/her and have a conversation. Ideally mention this information and suggest that if it were published, that would be nice. No emails. And this is where it gets really interesting. The communication is always done in person or on the phone, never via email. That's so that if there are any dispute about what transpired, there is no paper trail to contradict either party's version of the story. Both sides can maintain plausibility and plausible deniability and simply claim a misunderstanding. That protects Apple and the publication. So, what do we have here? We don't know where he got this leak from. We don't know. He doesn't have a source or anything. Maybe a CC or maybe a community manager of the Spanish just casually mentioned it to him. Who knows? The fact is, 3 tanks were correct, one of which even on the correct date. It makes sense that Wargaming changes up the rhythm to keep us suspended and happy to spend money. And lastly, again, if he is a trusted source for us players or for the Spanish people, and now for me. Those are my 2 cents about why I still think those leaks are legit, and I have to say, usually I clap when I get butt fricked by RNG, but well played, Wargaming. Well played. You keep us still at suspense, you still know what we want, and this carrot is more delicious than ever. Let me know what you think about this current situation, and let me know how you liked this structure of this video, and if you liked this more, how should I say, scientific approach maybe. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to keep yourself up to date with the best news in World of Tanks. And I'll talk to you all in a different video. Bye bye.